family and the law enforcement community gathered today to remember the life of Slidell Police Sergeant Theresa Simon.
She had a heart attack during work on Sunday and she passed away unexpectedly. Mike McDaniel's joining us live now with more on how the community is remembering Sergeant Simon. Quite a loss, Mike.
Yeah, a loss indeed in this community. Slidell is missing a piece of its heart tonight. You can see the flags behind me here at the Slidell Police Department is still at half staff, where Sergeant Theresa Simon spent more than 15 years working as an officer. Today, she was giving full honors during her funeral, which happened at the Municipal Auditorium, which is actually not far from here. It's theirs. Folks spoke about her personal life as well as her life as an officer dedicated to serving this community. From that auditorium, a procession passed in front of the police department, marking a very somber moment. Simon was also a school resource officer at Little Oak Middle School. Folks lined the streets as that procession moved to Forest Lawn Cemetery, where there was a helicopter flyover as Simon's end of watch was radioed in. Simon died Sunday after having a heart attack while on duty. Family, friends, and even strangers say showing up today was important and she'll be missed in this community.
I believe that it hits the community kind of hard when things like this happen, especially a good police officer like she was.
Next week when we go to work and that infectious smile's not there, that's when it's going to really hit hard.
And Simon had recently taken a promotions test to be promoted to sergeant. Unfortunately, she died before ever realizing she had passed, but the police chief, since her death, promoted her to sergeant. Live in Slidell, Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
And our sympathy goes out to her family. Thank you, Michael.